I have just watched the NBA All-Star Game, and you know what? It got me thinking, what would it look like if pro cycling had its very own All-Star weekends? Now this season, the NBA All-Star Game had 4 teams featuring 8 players. So, let's see how that looks in the world of cycling. I have taken the best 24 riders from last season and voila, we have the best 24 riders seeded from 1 to 24. And that means we have 3 captains for the All-Star race: Tadej Pogacar, Remco Evenepoel and Jasper Philipsen. I've then given each captain 7 riders based on their seeding from last season. So Team Poggy gets Carlos Rodriguez, Richard Carapaz and the like in the climbs, alongside Mathieu Jorgensen, his rival from Visma, on his team today. And their sprinting lineup is Biniam, Girmay, Jonathan Milan and Wout van Aert. Just an absurd sprint train. Moving on to Team Remco, and he gets to team up with Jonas Vingegaard and they get to tag team Tadej Pogacar today. Mathieu van der Poel is also here with Mads Pedersen and Arnaud Delis for the sprints. Skjelmoser, Mas and Ayuso are here too. Yeah, these teams are pretty damn good. And now moving on to Team Jasper, but he won't be sprinting alone because Tim Merlier is also in this squad. 4th ranked rider from last season, Mark Hirschi, is here with Roglic, McNulty, Yates and Alex Vlasov, alongside Maxime Van Hils, who makes it in too. But that's only 3 teams, so where are the other 8 riders coming from? That is where the rising stars come in, full of the best under 23 talent in the world. Morgado, Manier, Del Toro, Kristen, they're all here, and we're going to take control of this team today, and you already know we're going to take it to the big guys. Now, I'll hold my hands up here because I designed these jerseys myself, and as you can see, my jersey design skills in PCM, it's somewhat limited. But there are some little details on these jerseys. Each team gets their team name on the jersey, and Team Poggy gets the number 1, him being the best rider in the world last season. And of course, each jersey has the Timmsoski logo. It would be rude not to. And let me know in the comments, who else have I missed from the under 23 landscape in this team? Kind of came up with this team myself. If you think I've missed anyone or you disagree with anyone in the team, let me know in the comments below. And we have 3 stages coming up this All-Star weekend, Friday to Sunday, let's say, and it's going to be in Italy. So we start in Napoli with a hilly one, then a difficult day into Torino featuring the Superga climb, a menacing climb, before the sprinters have their time to shine into Treviso. Anyway, let the All-Star race begin. The flag is dropped and the 2025 Cycling All-Star race begins with a 32 rider peloton. This looks crazy. Kind of funny to see these jerseys in game as well. Anyway, let's see what happens here. Are the AI going to attack, or are we going to have a stalemate for pretty much the entire stage? Antonio Morgado, happy to be here, chilling alongside Wout van Aert, Tadej Pogacar, and we have no attack so far, and the tempo is nowhere. But you know what? It's time to light it up. It's time to light things up. Antonio Morgado, not on a good day here today. He's chilling for All-Star weekend, but he's one of my favourite young riders right now, and no one willing to attack with him. Pedersen, Milan, Merlier, all relaying on the front. And I'd love to get to that sprint with Morgado. Can we make it happen? 2.5k to go. Morgado giving absolutely everything to get to that intermediate sprint and gain a couple of bonus seconds and some points. And I don't think anyone's going to sprint for this, are they? Morgado going to get them easily. And Paul Manier as well, trying to sprint behind, gets a couple of points as well. But it's clear no one's willing to have some fun on the attack. Just yet, anyway. I really hoped we'll see some action here, but as you can see, no one willing to do anything. We're cruising up this climb at 19 kilometers an hour. Even, dare I say it, I could keep up with that. Maybe not, but anyway, they're going slow. Anyway, it's clear that other All-Stars want a sprint today. We're going for Paul Manier. Can he upset the odds? Look at the guys we have in this lead out. Van Aert, Van der Poel, Philipsen, there's Merlier. We have Gregoire currently on the front. Vacek now goes to the front. Pithy in the wheel, Manier fighting for his wheel alongside Wout van Aert. Will happily take that wheel actually. Wout van Aert a bit too far forward for my liking. Here goes Pithy, Manier on the wheel of Van Aert. There goes Philipsen. Manier tries to come round. Philipsen, Van Aert, and it is going to be Wout van Aert winning in Napoli ahead of Philipsen, and Paul Manier gets 3rd place. Damn, an interesting start. No real attacks. These guys chilling for the entire route 140k pretty much, but Wout van Aert does go into the lead of the All-Star race. It's the big day here at All-Star weekend into Torino, the Superga climb along with the Colle della Maddalena. It's a massive day. I mean, look at this absolutely stacked favourite screen. It is crazy. And getting underway here, no attacks yet, but Van Aert is in the leader's jersey, Kristen in the KOM jersey, and we actually also have Mathieu in the white jersey, looking pretty good. Anyway, again, we're cruising along at a pace that even I could keep up with, so Jan Kristen, light things up on this first climb and get some KOM points, if nothing else. And look at that, again, they just try to pace us in. These guys are the anti-fun all-stars. Kristen is going to get some points on this first climb of the day, but we're going to have to wait for the Superga to have some fun. Anyway, the Superga has arrived. The all-stars aren't going to do it, so the Rising Stars team come to the front to try and make something happen here. Okay, a bit of pacing on the Superga, and now Morgado is going to kick off the front, and his mission is solely to survive for as long as possible. No pacing in the peloton behind. Okay, here we go. So Antonio Morgado out front at the All-Star race. He has 1 minute and 9 seconds on the peloton behind, who are starting to tempo, but his job is a suicide mission. He is going to survive for as long as possible until his energy no longer allows. Oh, and now we've had 4 riders dropped, including Remco Evenepoel, the leader of Team Remco, Hershey, Mas and Jorgensen, also out the back. Under the tempo of Team Poggi, Morgado still alone ahead. Remco's really not taking this race very seriously, is he? Oh, we've had a crash. We've had a crash at the All-Star race. Rodriguez, Yates, Vingegaard and Arnaud Delis have gone down. It is all kicking off here now under the pressure of Antonio Morgado. And look at this. Team Remco have waited fully for Jonas Vingegaard, Delis, Ayuso, Van der Poel, Schelmoser, all in this group, trying to get Jonas Vingegaard back in. That is crazy. So as we enter the final Superga, a dramatically reduced group as Jonas Vingegaard's team trying to bring him back in. I think they're going to, but Johnny Milan still pacing hard on the front as Morgado. He's about to crack. So as we cross this climb, plenty of riders from Team Remco out the back, including the man himself, Remco, with Mas is behind with Jorgensen and Hershey in that group. Girmay is dropped. Lawrence Pivy now starting to drop over the top as well. As we have an attack, it's Primoz Roglic. And Team Poggi putting his guys on the front to bring in his Slovenian comrade. Unbelievable. Here we go then, approaching the final Colle de Maddalena. It's Isaac Del Toro coming to the front. We need some water. We don't care. It's All-Star weekend. Doesn't matter too much. Del Toro now trying to kick off the front after some help from Gregoire. And it's now just a race to the top of this climb. Van Aert and Pogacar a little far back in this group. Oh, but there he goes. There goes Tadej Pogacar over the top of this climb. Primoz Roglic tries to follow and no one else can. Unbelievable move. And that's why he's the best. 6k to go then. Isaac Del Toro with Paul Magnier on the wheel trying to catch Pogacar. We also have Van Aert now kicking clear of everyone else with Del Toro. Magnier on the wheel and everyone else sits up. And we have a 4-way battle here for the stage if we can catch Pogacar, which Wout van Aert is going to do for us. What a finish. So I want the wheel of Pogacar. Paul Magnier can take that. Del Toro has the wheel of Wout van Aert coming into the finish in Torino. But you know what? Let's go now. Let's swap to our teammate's wheel. It's Del Toro. Morgado crashes. We don't have time for that. Magnier trying to catch these guys, but we don't have a good lead out. Magnier trying to use that acceleration, coming late. But Wout van Aert wins his second stage in a row at the All-Star race. Unbelievable. He might not be a team captain, but he's definitely wanting one of those slots next year because 2 stages in a row, and I think he's going to win it ahead of Magnier, but we might get a double podium ahead of Tadej Pogacar. Wouldn't that be nice? And at the time of recording, I've literally just watched Johnny Milan destroy everyone at the UAE Tour on stage 1, including Jasper Philipsen. Let's see if Milan can win for Team Poggi into Treviso here today. Here we go then into Treviso. We start the final lap here of the All-Star race. We do have 3 super powerful trains on the front. Milan with Girmay and Pogacar as his lead-out rider. We also have Pedersen with Delis and Schelmoser leading him out. And for Team Jasper, he has Tim Merlier as his lead-out rider. We're trying to join the fun here. Into the final 5k, it's now time for Antonio Morgado. He's up against Vlasov on the front. Vingegaard's here, Schelmoser and Tadej Pogacar with Roglic now too. Morgado, come on, take these guys on. Can our lead-out live with these guys, or do I take the wheel? You know what, I'm going to do it. We're going to take the wheel here of Jasper Philipsen, who has Tim Merlier as his lead-out rider will still try and lead out Pithy into the final kilometre. There's Magnier on the perfect wheel of Jasper Philipsen coming off it, hopefully at the perfect time. It's Paul Magnier. But Jasper Philipsen times it to perfection and wins in Treviso. It's second place for Paul Magnier. There we go then. The All-Star race is over. 2 wins for Wout van Aert, stages 1 and 2. And Jasper Philipsen for Team Jasper takes it on the final day. We got a podium with Magnier and Del Toro. Wout wins it all, but Philipsen actually takes the points classification, but Morgado gets KOM with Magnier, the White Young Riders jersey. I mean, we are the Young Riders team. We should probably win this. But guys, that's my take on what a all-star race in the world of cycling would look like. Let me know in the comments, do you want to see a race like this in real life? Would it add to the cycling calendar? Let me know your thoughts down below. While you're down there, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. Try something different today. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.